Hi everyone, welcome to Education with Eleanor, and today we're going to learn how to use the right hand grip rule so that we can figure out the direction of a magnetic field for a single current conductor. So first we're going to do it for a wire, and then we're going to do it for a loop, and then we'll do it for a solenoid, which is many loops looped together when they're carrying a current. So let's get into it. The first thing we're going to do is just establish some information, ground rules, theory, all that kind of stuff. So the first thing, and let's zoom in. All right, with the right hand grip rule, we're doing this to find the direction of a magnetic field for a single current conductor. Now the way this works is, let's say the conventional current is going in this direction. So your thumb, and you use your right hand, also goes in that same direction, and then your fingers will wrap around, and the direction that your fingers wrap around in will determine or tell you the direction of the magnetic field. So let's say that the current is going into the page, then the magnetic field will go towards the right or clockwise. Now what we need to also know is that conventional current, let's have a jog of your memory. Conventional current is the direction of the proton or the positive charge. It's not electron current. The other thing that we need to know is the direction of a magnetic field. So to show that something is coming out of the page, we will draw a dot and a circle around it. Sometimes people just put the dot, but it's actually better to put the circle around it to make it really obvious. And then if the magnetic field is going into the page, we use an arrow with a circle around it as well. Sometimes we don't put the circle once again, but generally you should put the circle there. It just makes it a bit more obvious. Now, I've said that these are for the direction of a magnetic field. However, you can also show it as the direction of the current depending on the context of the question. Let's get into it and practice. Alright, in our first question, we're going to determine the direction of the magnetic field at point P. Alright, so for question A, our current is going up the page. So that's the conventional current. So generally, always assume that it's the conventional current that's being talked about. So your thumb is going to go up, and you can see your fingers wrap around this way. So if I also get my pen, you can see the current is going up, and then the direction of the current is to the right, and then at point P, which is over here, it's coming out of the page. So since it's coming out of the page, we're going to show it as a dot. Oops, let's undo that highlight. We're going to show it as a dot. So at point P, you draw a dot and then draw a circle around it. And that indicates that the magnetic field is coming out of the page. Question A. In question A, we have the current going down, okay? And then if I get my thumb and then I wrap my hands around, okay, so the current is going down, I wrap my hands around. So to the right of the current, which is this side, it's coming out of the page. So once again, we are going to draw a dot and a circle around it. Let's practice for question C. In question C, our current is now on an angle, so like towards the northeast. So align my thumb with the angle, and then my fingers are wrapping around. Now let's think about this. My fingers are going to wrap around, and on this side they're actually going to go into the page. Okay, so if it's going into the page, you draw the cross and then draw the circle around it. I'll do that a bit better so it's a bit more obvious. And the way you can remember, you know, a cross is going into the page is you're looking at the back of the arrow and you're seeing the feathers on the arrow going into the page. So that's how you can remember that. All right, let's go and do question D. So with question D, there we go. Now we're being told that the current is going out of the page. So see the letter I and there's a dot there, as also this question has been a bit more clear and say the current is going out of the page. So this is when we're using the dot symbol to show the direction of the current instead of the magnetic field. So the current is going out of the page, so towards yourself, and then we wrap our fingers around. So if we think about it, we wrap our fingers around and the current is, we're looking at the right hand side of the current. So if that's the case, the current will go around anti-clockwise, and then on this side it's going to go upwards. Now if we do a compass where north is, you know, straight up, and to the right is east, down is south, and to the left is west, that's just a useful convention to use. You can just say up the page, but in this case, at point P, your magnetic field is going to be going north. So our answer is north. All right, let's look at question E. In this case, the current is going out, going into the page. So your thumb is going to go into the page. Let's wrap our fingers around. And we can see that, and we want to look at it on this side, like the right hand side. So our fingers will wrap around clockwise, and on this side it's going to go down, so south. So I'll put an arrow at point P, and the answer is south. There we go. All right, so now that we can see how to do this is part 1, and I'll give you some questions to try if you're in my class, and then I'll film the next video, which is part 2, and we'll do that next. Thanks for watching Education with Eleanor, and hit the like button if you like this video, and subscribe for more videos on physics, mathematics and science. See you soon for part 2. Bye!